Hey, this is the morning of my century ride and I'm very excited.
My guess is that in total I am gonna ride today for about 13 hours. Well, right now is about 8 and 13 hours from now is 9 p.m. and that's way too late. So I was kind of trying not to be in the dark, but I'm gonna end up on the other side in the dark. The last 80 miles have lots and lots of uphill, about 6,000 feet of uphill in fact. So I'm hoping that I can get through the first, so there are two big uphills. One is around Big Sur area and the other one is around Ragged Point. So I'm hoping to be able to get through the Big Sur area around noon and then Ragged Point by around 5 or 6 p.m. And if I've just started and this is like a 14% grade uphill. I have to put the bike on pedal assist 4 and be at my first gear so I can only go at 3 miles per hour. I hope that all of today don't end up being like this, because hauling this entire bike and everything is gonna be very hard if it's a lot of road like this. Doing century ride is I think, at least for a newbie like me, is a medal of honor. And what people don't realize about riding an e-bike is that this bike is heavy. So with my weight and the weight of the bike and all the gear I have on it, we are talking about 410 to 420 pounds of stuff and me on the bike. And these bikes don't have the best gears, and so using the motor technically for a big part, unfortunately, is being replaced by having better gears. So right now I'm going uphill, but I have to keep the bike off, because that way I can use the motor at the places that I truly cannot go. And I have to bike like crazy right now because I don't have proper gears. And that's why for my next touring I will not use a factory bought e-bike. I'm gonna buy a proper touring bike and then maybe I'll convert it to an e-bike with a front wheel converter, because if I put the mid-train I'm gonna lose my front derailleur, and if I want to use a rear hub then that'll potentially decrease the number of gears I'll have in the back to be able to fit the hub. So that's why most likely, and I still have to do more research, I'm gonna get a Trek 920, which is the proper touring bike. I'm gonna use it, and I would say even just having that will be much easier than riding an e-bike that is off, trying to do touring with. I'm gonna go back on the road because this uphill is I tell you one thing, the fact that it's foggy today and it's cooler is actually really great because I hate heat, and the temperature right now is only about 58 degrees, and this is perfect for me for biking. I love the temperature, I love the fog. It just decreases the visibility, but I have multiple lights in the back of the bike.
Morning.
Good morning.
Awesome, man.
Hey man.
Morning.
Good morning. Good morning. Morning guys. Hey.
Where are you heading?
Hello, San Diego.
Nice.
Yeah. Let me see what people are stopping for, because everybody's stopping here and taking pictures. By the way, I bought a GoPro quick release for my camera. I'm gonna show you how it works. Ooh, that's what people are stopping to take pictures of. This is the ocean. Yeah, the fog has kind of doesn't allow to see the view, but let me show you this. So I bought this holder for the GoPro called Ulanzi. The brand is Ulanzi, it's a great brand. I bought a brand new holder because my previous holder was not working well. It was making noise whenever I was turning it. Anyways, long story short, at the bottom of the GoPro right now there is a magnet, and all I need to do to put it on the bike, I'll just put it in, turn it, and that's it. And then to take it off, I just turn it and to bring it out, and that's it. It's just a strong magnet with a good hold and grip. So that's how I actually quickly took the GoPro off the bike, and this is how fast I can put it back on. That's it. It's back on and it's locked. So far, I've come 25% of the route. 75 miles to go. The fog is easing up a little bit. Look at this amazing place. So, I just did something stupid. When I stopped to have my rest, I took off my gloves, put them on the bike, and I forgot, and I sat on the bike and I rode, and the gloves fell. I lost the gloves. So the thing is that on a normal day I would be able to double back and go and pick them up, but today, because I'm riding far longer than the standard range of my bike, that extra 4 or 5 miles that I have to double back, pick up the gloves and then come back, that adds up to about 10 miles, and that can cause major problem with me not being able to get to my destination. I'm already behind a lot based on my plans, so unfortunately lost the gloves, and they were really good gloves. They're not expensive. There are another 70% more to go, Now, reporting on the battery, right now I've used half of my first battery, which I am very impressed, honestly. I thought by this time I would have used like the whole first battery, or at least more than half. But then no, since I kept the bike off for the majority of the road, I have still half of my battery left. Right now it's 23 degrees Celsius, which is 76 Fahrenheit. Sweating from heat. This is pretty much the maximum heat I'm okay with. This place, how beautiful it is. Fell down face first, and that you see there probably is my blood that came out on my nose and my face, and I broke 2 teeth, and my left hand that was in pain already is still in pain, much worse. I can't use my front brake because of my left hand, so let's see what will happen. I'm back again on the road. I broke the shifter again and gotta get back on the bike too. Okay, so what happened was that there was a car going behind me, and I wanted to be considerate, and I came aside, but too far and more than that I needed. And the pavement on the side of the road wasn't good, and I hit it and I fell down. The problem that happened was that I fell down face first. So I broke 2 teeth. They're not so apparent from outside, but they're very apparent inside, like I can feel it inside. And something happened with my nose that I don't know what it is. It's bleeding. It was bleeding really hard, and now I can't breathe from one of my nostrils. But the same car stopped for me. 3 amazing ladies stopped. They had wipes and everything else, and they helped me with everything. So I sprayed my knee this time really badly, like really badly, and I hurt my left wrist awfully, and something happened to my face that I don't know because I haven't looked at the mirror yet, and I can't use my front brake as much as I like, so I'll have to go downhill very slow, which wasn't the original plan. The original plan was going downhill slow, downhill fast, uphill slow, and now I have to go all of them kind of the same speed. So I have to start using my battery more to be able to go up hills faster and get through this. Obviously everything I have is bloody because I bled from several holes, and then these amazing ladies tagged the cop, and the cop came, and his name is Officer, if I'm not mistaken, J. Yeres, and he helped me a few things. The ladies left and the cop was staying. I got on the bike to start riding, and I realized that my front wheel and my handlebar are twisted. So the officer noticed it as well. He got off and he helped me to fix it because my left arm is so much pain that I couldn't do it myself. So he fixed the bike and I'm back on it. When I fell down, till I was able to clean my wounds, put some antibiotics on them, wrap them, all the things, and the cop comes, all the things that we did took about 45 minutes to an hour. That gave me a really good rest. Not the best rest, but rest, you know, physically. And so now that I'm on the road, have another 5 hours to go, and I'm feeling that I can easily do the 5 hours. I'm gonna get to my destination if I constantly pedal, use the motor, and go everything else, like do everything, like solidly do what I'm doing. I'm gonna get to my destination by 7:30, and hopefully I'll be able to keep going and nothing in particular starts happening. My biggest worry is my face, and the biggest worry about face is that now I am warm. I'm concerned that if I cool down, my face starts hurting, and if my face starts hurting, that will be very, very, very uncomfortable. Just hoping that I don't end up having face pain. But also about my hand, my left hand, I've noticed that I got some new, more serious injuries to my left hand, particularly my thumb and my wrist. I went to adjust the rear brake again mid-ride, and I had to use my left thumb, and the pain was unbearable. So definitely something happened, and we'll see what happens later. But yeah. That's the report of injuries. I'm hoping that I don't need to continue giving reports of injuries, because I want to really enjoy the ride regardless of the fall and all of those things. Okay, I've come more than half of the way, still 47 more miles to go. Just stopped to get some water from the back of my bike to put it in my the bottle that I drink from. So from my water reserve to the bottle that I drink from, and just listen to this. Just listen to the ocean. I hope in the video is as calm as it is in real life.